Level 0. The closest thing to nothing you'll ever get on planet Earth. Picture this. You're barefoot in the middle of nowhere. No cars, no Wi-Fi, no machines humming in the distance. Just you, some grass, a bird judging you, and maybe a mosquito treating you like an all-you-can-drink buffet. And yet, you're still radioactive. Rocks under your feet? They hum with faint traces of uranium and thorium. The sky? It rains invisible particles from the sun and stars like cosmic sprinkles. And your own body? It glows, microscopically, because being alive means carrying a tiny amount of radioactive carbon and potassium inside you. This is called background radiation, about 0.1 to 0.2 microsieverts per hour, always there, unavoidable, and harmless. Think of it as the universe's elevator music, playing non-stop, pointless, faint, and absolutely impossible to turn off. Level 1. The invisible seasoning sprinkled into everyday life. Eat a banana? Surprise, you're radioactive. Bananas contain potassium-40, a naturally radioactive isotope. But don't panic. You'd need to eat 100 bananas in a single day before anyone would raise an eyebrow. And if you're eating 100 bananas in a single day, let's be real, radiation isn't your biggest issue. Granite countertops? Yep. Brick buildings? Yep. Even the glass of water you just poured yourself? Radioactive? But here's the trick. Your body knows how to handle it. It's been living with this since the beginning of life. Radiation at this level is part of your daily routine, whether you notice it or not. So level 1 is like having a pet hamster that squeaks every once in a while. Technically real, but absolutely harmless. Level 2, where radiation finally becomes noticeable. Not to your body, but to instruments. Hop on a plane? Boom, you're getting microwaved by space. Not enough to cook you, but at cruising altitude, you're bathing in cosmic rays the way fries bathe in hot oil. Or maybe you're hiking near volcanic rocks, or standing by phosphate deposits. Still safe, still boring, but measurable. Here, a single event might give you 5 to 10 microsieverts. That's less than a dental X-ray. Nothing to worry about. Unless your dentist is flying the plane while doing the X-ray mid-flight, then yeah, maybe panic a little. At this point, radiation isn't just cosmic background static anymore. It's something scientists actually track, not because you're in danger, but because numbers love being written down. Level 3. Radiation that makes safety officers raise an eyebrow. This is where medical scans like CTs enter the chat. One CT scan can hit you with thousands of microsiever in a single sitting. Still safe in small doses, but radiation works like calories. 1 cupcake? Delicious. 10 cupcakes? Still fun. 100 cupcakes? Now you're regretting every life choice. This is why hospitals and labs track exposure. Workers wear those little dosimeter badges that start beeping when things get spicy. Because here's the truth. Radiation damage is cumulative. Your body repairs DNA, but only up to a point, too much, too often, and eventually the repairs fall behind. So at level 3, radiation stops being background noise and becomes something you manage, like credit card debt. Harmless in small doses, dangerous if you keep swiping. Level 4, where the line between safe and unsafe starts getting blurry. Here we're talking tens of millisieverts. Not instantly dangerous, but enough that if you hang around too long, your cells notice. You might get this dose from a full-body PET scan, or if you're at the edge of a nuclear accident site, your white blood cells start dipping. DNA strands get little micro-scratches. You won't feel a thing. No burns, no nausea, no glowing in the dark. But inside, your body's repair system is now on overtime. Governments set strict limits here for workers because radiation is like sunlight. A little? Fine. A lot? That's how you turn into a lobster. Only in this case, no sunscreen exists except concrete, lead, or distance. At this point, the universe isn't whispering anymore. It's tapping you on the shoulder saying, don't stay too long. Level 5. The place where radiation officially stops being your buddy. We're in the 100 to 500 millisievert range, enough to trigger actual physical symptoms. We're talking fatigue, headaches, nausea that refuses to leave. This isn't guesswork. People in the outer zones of Chernobyl and Fukushima reported these exact symptoms. Still survivable, still treatable, but now your cancer risk starts climbing. This is why hazmat suits exist. This is why reactor walls are thicker than grandma's lasagna. At level 5, radiation stops being invisible math and starts becoming a hangover you didn't sign up for. Level 6, now we're in oh no territory. 500 to 1,000 millisieverts, half to 1 sievert. Take that dose quickly, minutes to an hour, and your body starts falling apart. Fatigue, vomiting, hair falling out in clumps, cuts that don't heal. Your immune system turns into a lazy roommate who refuses to help with anything. This is what many Chernobyl workers went through in the hours after the explosion. They didn't collapse instantly, but their countdown had already started. At level 6, radiation isn't theoretical anymore. It's personal. It speaks through your skin. Level 7, the coin flip zone. Exposures of 1 to 2 sieverts. Without treatment, half the people here will die within weeks. With treatment, survival is still a gamble. And the symptoms? Brutal. Severe diarrhea, infections that spiral out of control, gums and nose bleeding, bruises appearing from nowhere. Your bone marrow stops working, your immune system collapses. This is exactly what many of the Chernobyl firefighters faced. They were rushed to hospitals. Most didn't come back out. Level 8, 3 to 6 sieverts. The point of no return. At 3, survival is possible with aggressive treatment. At 4, half the victims die even with modern medicine. At 5 or 6, almost no one survives. Here, the body collapses fast. Bone marrow annihilated, intestines shredded, brain failing, victims stumble, lose balance, then slip into unconsciousness. Skin burns appear, not from heat, but because radiation is shredding tissue from the inside out. At this stage, hospitals don't fight for a cure. They fight for comfort, painkillers, isolation, final goodbyes. This isn't medicine anymore. It's farewell care. Level 9, above 10 sieverts. Welcome to immediate horror. Within minutes, nausea, confusion, vomiting. Within hours, tremors, seizures, unconsciousness. Within a day, death. This is what happened to some workers at Chernobyl who stood near the exposed reactor core. One man absorbed over 16 sieverts. He was gone within hours. No treatment, no chance. At level 9, radiation doesn't give warnings, it just deletes you. And finally, level 10, the boss fight, above 20 sieverts. The kind of dose you'd get standing inside the core of an active nuclear reactor or at ground zero of a nuclear bomb before the blast wave even hits. Exposure time? Less than a second. DNA? Instantly shredded. Proteins? Unraveled. Nervous system? Offline. The body doesn't even have time to register pain. It just stops. Like flipping a switch. This isn't survivable. It isn't medical. It's physics slamming the door shut on biology. Level 10 is why humanity builds 10 layers of shielding, why nuclear accidents terrify us, and why you don't want to be anywhere near it. So, from bananas to bombs, from harmless cosmic background noise to instant obliteration. If you laughed, learned, or now feel suspicious of your kitchen countertop, smash subscribe, hit like, and drop a comment. How many bananas would you dare eat in one sitting? Because radiation is everywhere, mostly harmless, occasionally useful, and just sometimes, a reminder that physics always wins.